Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we are heading to TikTok with something I was tagged in recently. Thank you, Danny from LA, for tagging me in this video and making this video possible. What this video is how a customer ended up pranking a DoorDash driver. Now, that being said, this prank also reminded me of a story that actually involved a glitch in the system, so there is a little bit more that could have happened here. But with that said, let's watch the video and then I'll tell you my opinions on everything after that. We'll probably also go through the comment section as well.
Ordering delivery to the same restaurant.
We didn't want to be obvious, so we actually ordered food. Now it was time to order the food for delivery. I looked up Chipotle's address and then put it as the delivery address. I also left special instructions for the driver to call me. He picked up the order. I hope he doesn't get mad.
Yeah, he's super confused. I would be really confused too. He's calling.
Hello?
Yes, I'm at 1460 right now. Just go right inside and I'll be there.
For Nicholas?
Yeah.
Cool.
Take care.
DoorDash to Chipotle.
And then the guy picked it up literally.
Yeah.
That was really funny. The guy has a great sense of humor. I love it. I'll leave his TikTok in the description in case you want to follow him. He makes a lot of videos very similar to this one. But for me, when I saw this, I was like, that could have been one of the glitches that I experienced when I was in New York. One time I ended up picking up from an Applebee's and there was a glitch that ended up making the delivery address the same as the restaurant address. Because of that, I called the customer just like he did. Instead of them telling me, haha, it's a prank, they told me, oh no, it's not the address. I don't know how that happened. And then I contact DoorDash about it, and they actually wanted to cancel the order while the order was still in my hand. And this wasn't a small order too. This was like grocery bags on the arms kind of sized order. They wanted to steal the tip and the money from the order because by the time I ended up delivering the order, they ended up canceling it and they stole the money I was supposed to earn from the order. Oh, but if it was too far away, it wasn't a problem. It was around the block. They could have just changed the address, no problem, wouldn't have been an issue. But they wanted to cancel it, so they stole money from me. And it's amazing how Dasher support gets away with that stuff. So not only they would have stolen the customer's tip, they would have stolen the entire order. It was just wrong. That being said, this guy intentionally did it. This was literally his prank. Thankfully, that was the case, but there are a lot of Dashers that would just see that, experience what I experienced, and then just jump to the conclusion. You know what I'm talking about? Let's actually check out the comment section. Wondering if this would be quicker than waiting in line. Maybe in Chipotle, because some of those lines can be insane. Did you even tip for wasting his time? $20. Okay, why do you assume that the guy didn't tip? And why is it a waste of time? He did his job. Heck, he's probably laughing about it now. That's not wasting his time. That's actually literally having him do his job. This is usually a scam, leads to feeding the driver. They get part of their pay. Yeah, this is exactly what I was actually talking about. Do it from one Chipotle to another. Oh my God. I really hope they did. I really hope he did. I gotta look into that. That would be amazing if he did that. This would be awesome as a DoorDash driver. I agree. If it was actually intentional and it wasn't a glitch or like a system error, this would actually be so funny. Especially since he actually seems like the type to actually tip well. Anyone saying he wasted dude's time? No, he did not. I DoorDash and I would love this S. I agree. The only thing I would say is that there was a person earlier that said it would actually save time. You could just place it for pickup and it would actually probably save just as much time. Chick-fil-A M. People are thinking, hey, maybe they should do this for all places. That's too funny. But you know, this was actually a short video. Let's go into the other one that Danny tagged me in.
No tip, no trip. That's the new attitude of DoorDashers and UberEats drivers when it comes to delivering your orders. I want to know what you guys think about this, and I want to share what I think. Basically, they're saying that if you don't give them a tip from the get-go, meaning before the food gets delivered to you, they're not even going to deliver your food. They're going to leave it at the restaurant. Tipping culture in the United States and probably many other countries is absolutely ridiculous. I tip well, I've always tipped well. If you do a good service and you treat me right, you're gonna get at least 20% if I'm at a restaurant or something like that. And if you're delivering my food, I'm gonna more than cover your gas. But in a perfect world, tipping should be reserved only when you receive service that is outstanding. Go ahead, try to change my mind. I swear to God you will not be able to. I already paid for my food, why do I have to pay for your salary? Oh, because you're not getting paid enough from your salary? Then why are you still working for this corporation? So your solution is I spend way too much as a consumer for this product, you receive way too little as a worker for this service, and this corporation just gets rich while we're both getting screwed. That's just idiotic. Stop working for these corporations. I tip well because I feel bad that this is the situation we're in, but we're all just really supporting a system that's making rich people richer. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments.
And yes, you are free to leave that in my comment section as well, but I am going to state my opinion freely. Before I do that though, I do want to say he did claim he does tip well. I am not going to question what his definition of well is. Because of that, we're not going to get too deep into the concept of whether he tips or not. But what he brought up was what a lot of people bring up when it comes to no tip, no trip. Why should I have to pay for your salary? Because the corporation doesn't pay us enough or whatever their logic is. And why do they expect a tip up front? Well, first of all, this has never been a new mentality. I think this has been around for quite a long time. It's just making headlines now. And you know what? Tipping's evolved since the time in which it was invented in the 1800s. So either you change with the times or you get left behind. It's really that simple. Now, his other argument of making the rich richer and the working class poorer, his argument for us is, why do you still work for the corporations if they don't pay you well? Well, here's the simple fact of the matter. Your logic goes by the understanding that we are not getting paid enough as drivers. We're getting paid from the tips. It's always been a tip industry, just like waiters, just like waitresses. And if your logic is don't work for the corporations that don't pay you enough, stop paying the corporations that you're buying from. If you don't support how Doordash treats their drivers, don't pay Doordash, don't pay UberEats, don't pay GrubHub. Go get it yourself, make a sandwich. Anybody who makes this argument is just as guilty, because you are compensating the people who are not paying us enough. So you're basically rewarding them with your patronage. There is a truth to what he said. In a perfect world, we would just be paid exactly how we're supposed to be paid. But that's unrealistic, especially in a capitalist country. You either learn to play the game or get played by it. If we're both benefiting from something of the system, either stop complaining about it or stop receiving that benefit. Or if you actually want to change something, change it. Unfortunately, it's not that simple in what is already known as a capitalist country. But anyway, I want to see what the comment section is saying. As a waiter, I can agree, but there is too many people who will tip you $5 for a $70 tab. I don't think that is 20%. Hang on a second. No, that's not 20% at all. That's very under-tipped. As an Uber Eats driver, I hate that everyone complains. Just like a restaurant or pizza delivery, tip after service. Like I said, don't complain if you have a problem with it, or just don't get the service. It's really that simple. Go get your own food then. Yeah, exactly. It's not even worth it, to be honest. I'll just go get my own food. Go ahead. We won't miss you. Tipping should only occur after the service is received. You're free to do what you like, but that being said, you're not going to get your food in a timely manner. It's just that simple. Tipping needs to go. Other countries don't even accept tips. Okay, you're wrong about that. 100%. There are plenty of countries that accept tips, and if you got a problem with that, then don't be involved in this business. It's just that simple. I find it amusing how many people expect tip when the service was below mid. You know, usually the people I see complaining about the service don't tip normally anyway and expect too much from people. So I don't like to work with people like that, so feel free to not use the platforms. The one thing he says is like, this is a new thing. This has been around for a while. I've made many videos on the subject. The headline there is about a viral video that I actually made a video about. You were free to check that out in the description. I'll leave it in there. That being said, either tip your drivers or don't be involved in the service. It's really that simple. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.